Welcome to Men Hurt Too, a mini-series rooted in truth, built on compassion, and dedicated to every man who's ever been told to man up instead of, "Are you okay?" This isn't about bashing women. It's not about politics. It's about pain. The kind that doesn't get talked about because it doesn't look the way we've been taught pain should look. Especially not when it belongs to men. This episode is called "No One Asked If He Was Okay." And honestly, that might be the whole story. We know the stats for women. We don't know the truth for men because silence doesn't get counted. Men are assaulted. Men are raped. Men are trafficked. Men are shamed into silence. And the world tells them to be grateful. Or questions if it even happened. Because how could it? He's tall. He's strong. He could have fought back. We sexualize boys early. We push them toward sex like it's a badge of honor, even when they're still just kids. We tell them erections mean consent. We forget that they're allowed to say no. We forget that they're even allowed to hurt. Shame doesn't just silence men. It buries them. Shame says, "You should have stopped it." Shame says, "You liked it." Shame says, "You were hard, weren't you?" Shame says, "Real men don't cry about it." And the worst part, some men begin to believe that maybe they were the problem, especially if they were forced to penetrate someone else. Especially if they are gay or trans or anything outside the norm of acceptable masculinity. They don't just carry the trauma. They carry the shame of how the world might perceive it. Just like women, men experience flashbacks, nightmares, dissociation, addictions, rage, withdrawal, chronic pain, GI issues, intimacy problems, trust problems, depression, anxiety, suicide. But it doesn't always look like trauma. And that's because the world never told them that it could be. So, it shows up as self-destruction or quiet suffering, or maybe even nothing at all, because they've shut it down so deep they don't even realize it's still there. Healing for men starts with dignity, with being believed, with hearing the words, "I see you, and I'm sorry. That shouldn't have happened to you." It means unlearning what they were taught. That vulnerability is weakness. That tears are shameful. That silence is strength. Healing might look like a man asking for a rape kit, or going to therapy, or finally telling someone what happened at 8 years old and watching them not flinch. It might look like sobbing in the shower and saying out loud, "It wasn't my fault." It might look like reclaiming their body, their sexuality, their softness, their worth. And this series isn't about proving men are worse off. It is about saying they matter too. And they always have. This isn't political. This is personal. It's not just about survivors. It's about prevention. If we can help men heal, maybe we stop the next round of trauma before it ever starts. Not every abused boy becomes an abuser. But every silenced boy grows into a man who still doesn't feel safe. And that kind of pain echoes. It spills into relationships, into parenting, into society. Yeah. If we want to heal the world, we have to start with the people we told to be strong before they were ever safe. If you're listening to this and you're hurting, please hear me when I say you are not alone, and it wasn't your fault. And yes, even you are allowed to break, but you do not have to stay broken. If we want the world to change, we have to create space for men to tell the truth about what happened, about how it felt, about what it still cost. We have to be the ones who say, I'll go first. I'm scared too. But I believe truth matters more than fear. Because silence is where pain hides. But truth is where healing begins. If this episode moved you, share it with a friend, with your partner. with someone who needs to hear it. Follow the rest of the Men Hurt 2 miniseries. And if you're a survivor, or a clinician, or just someone who gives a damn, we'd love to hear from you. Tell your story. Help us break the silence. This isn't just a podcast. It's a movement. Thank you for being here. And I will see you next time.